Yo, yo, what's up? What's up? It's been a minute since I played chess, hasn't it? Oh, man. Someone told me today my USCF membership expired, so you know I'm tripping. And I gotta get that corrected ASAP. But yeah, it's been sort of a roller coaster ride the past few months. I told you guys about the job a while back. Just moved into, if you're noticing the view is a little different than normal, it's because I moved into a new apartment actually last week. So things are moving along pretty nicely. And yeah, the challenge is just to sort of fit all the passions, fit everything into your life, particularly when you're having more responsibility. And so it's been a challenge, to say the least. But I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right. Um, this is not gonna, just be something that gets pushed to the side. Believe that. Anyways, per usual, I'm gonna go back into the 5 minute pool and rekindle the fire. Get it back to where it once was. Get it to where it should be. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna see what's popping, see what's going on, and yeah, I already put something in. I've already put myself in the 5 minute pool. I'll put it here so you guys can see. It says you're already in the 5 minute pool, waiting to be paired. So I'm waiting. In the meantime, in the chess world, there've been some weird things that have happened. Magnus Carlsen got a new look, like a Ludwig Hammer look. Glasses. I truly believe that affected his game, by the way, because if you're looking with the glasses and you're looking at the board, you're actually looking at the board differently. It does affect some of the way, just physically, you're approaching the game, and I think that sort of threw him for a whirl. And there's a learning curve to that. I mean, okay, it's not the whole reason why he played so poorly in Norway and Grinke, but I expect big things in this the Grand Chess Tour for him because now the rating gaps have tightened so significantly that I'm just sure he's going to pick it up. Man, I hate when this takes forever, though. Oh, okay, here we are. All right, so we're in the middle of a game. Oh, my time's been running for a while. I was talking too much. All right, so D4, you know me. G6. I'm going to go E4. He's asking for it. And okay, this is sort of looks like a modern defense. I think part of the problem with white players that normally play against the modern is they play too aggressively. Like they're just doing too much. There's no need to do so much. So just play normally. And I'm gonna go D5, and this should be a better version. Now it looks like it's probably gonna be like a Benoni, but I actually think this is a better version than the normal positions for white because essentially I haven't occupied the c4 square with the pawn. So because I haven't done that, I think I can put a knight on c4 and get a pretty comfortable position. That being another thing about this, now this pawn on c3 will blunt the bishop on g7. That bishop on g7 will be blunted on the diagonal. So anyways, all right, so knight a6 doesn't really bother me. I'm just going to go rook e1. Some people would probably play h3 here because they wouldn't want to. They wouldn't want the bishop to go to g4, but I always welcome someone giving me the two bishops. So I actually think black's best move would be e6. But yeah, bishop g4 is a move that's tempting for some. That people that really, really, care deeply about about getting that bishop out of that chain. Typically, black players are so quick to play bishop takes f3 because they realize they think they have this really strong dark square bishop on the g7 a1 diagonal. But this case it's a little bit different because my pawn on c3 is again blunting that bishop on g7, so it makes a pretty big difference actually. Yeah, I think I should have an excellent position here with the two bishops, no doubt. So I'm gonna go a4 now, take some space on the queen side, because now a5 actually amazingly threatens to trap the queen. So because the knight's on c7, so I have to do something about that. All right, so a6 doesn't really. I mean, now the queen has the a7 square, but I'm gonna go for it. a5, and now that queen on a7 is pathetic, really bad. And now I'm just gonna go bishop f4, and I just have amazing position here, just like everything is working for me. And now even the e5 break isn't even working for him. So I love my position right now. Um, I should connect the rooks, but I'm also thinking about maybe stopping b5. But honestly, b5 I take en passant, and then he ruins the structure. Yeah, because now what happens is that pawn on a6 is isolated and weak. So that should be something I should take advantage of. So I'm going to double rooks on the a file to sort of target that now that he's pushed b5. And yeah, I have the two bishops. I have everything I like. I have better, more control of the center. Again, note this bishop on g7 is blunted. I'm about to double rooks on the a file. Maybe queen d2 was a mistake. I could have probably considered queen c2 because I really want to get my knight to c4 now. I think that'd be really good, nice. But, no real complaints. Yeah, so queen b7. This probably put the knight on b5, but I'm going to go queen c2 because I want to put my knight on c4, and that helps me get there. And yeah, again, I'm rolling. Should I trade queens? You know I like to trade queens, right? Yeah, I think my pressure continues in the endgame, honestly, because now I'm going to go knight d2 with tempo, and then knight c4, and yeah, just a really nice dominating position. And I don't think the queen trade sort of alleviates the pressure, because again, this a6 pawn is now garbage, and I can slowly improve, in my estimation. I think I can go knight a5, knight c6 as an option. This knight on c4 is just amazing piece. And now, honestly, if I have my say, I'm gonna go bishop d3, and then walk my king over to c2, so that my rook isn't tied to the a2 pawn, because then I can actually threaten the a6 pawn. So I can really slow play this. Okay, so f5 is trying to stop me from slow playing it, but I'm gonna go f3 because I don't think that changes too much. Black is starting to feel the pressure, you could see, because f5 is lashing out against my structure, trying to get some counterplay. Now he's probably going to go rook f8. I'm going to go bishop g3. The reason for bishop g3 is so I can still control the e5 square, because it looks like that's where white is trying to apply pressure. Or excuse me, where black's trying to apply pressure. I could have considered bishop h2, because yeah, now knight f6, bishop d3, knight h5. And now I have to go bishop h2 now. So maybe I should have done that first. But again, I still have more space. I have this beautiful knight on c4, and those are the most important things right now. I'm honestly loving my position. It's just a matter of time before it's going to be a crack. So he's really trying to take advantage of the e5 square. I mean the f4 square. So I'm going to play I want to play g3. It's a very nuanced move, but the basic idea is to stop. Uh-oh. I might have blundered knight takes g3 right now. Yeah, I didn't see that one. Shit. Because now rook f3, and my king is in a little bit of trouble. Or my bishops are in trouble. Damn, I missed that one. Well, I can get a pawn forward. I can go bishop takes d6, and then bishop f1. And I think I'm still fine. Because this knight on c4 is really powerful. So I can go bishop g2, and I'm actually still better here. I maybe should have considered knight takes d6, though. He's probably going to go bishop e3, and I'm going to go king h1, just getting my king out of the way of the discoveries. And I'm still better here. I mean, I'm up a pawn now. I have connected passers. I'm going to play knight c4 to attack this bishop. So I'm still better. Even after temporarily losing a pawn a little while back, my central control was so dominating that it didn't even matter. So now my knight's back on c4. And again, this knight on c4 can't be touched there. That's the other beautiful thing. Yeah. So I'm just going to trade, just get rid of one of his active pieces. It's never It's always a pretty good thing to get rid of some activity if you feel you're pressured. And I always like to trade to just again take away my opponent's resources. You can go rook a5. The idea is just to attack the c5 pawn. It's really hard to defend. And then just a little prophylaxis, go king g2 before I do anything. Because, again, he might try to whip his rook around real quick. Yeah, I see that a mile away. So I'm going to go bishop e2, attack the g3 pawn. And then I'm going to go bishop g4, and the idea behind that is to play bishop h3 to stop rook h2 check. And yeah, this is a ball game because basically not only is black down a ton on time, again, you see my central control starting to tell. And yeah, it's a wrap. So now I can push my pawns and end this. And I like e5 because it dominated the knight. So yeah, that was a good game. I thought I played pretty smoothly. I made a small micro blunder giving up the pawn, but even then my position was overwhelming with the two bishops and everything. So again, two bishops, space advantage, pawn islands, all those things came into play. And then you make quick work of these guys and gals. So, all right, so we put myself in the queue again. I'm in the pool, and we'll see. Yeah, what else has been going on? Well, my birthday was a month ago. My birthday was literally 1 month from yesterday. So, yeah, it's crazy, but I'm 24 now. I think that's the first time I said it out loud. I mean, the time is flying. It's just crazy. Like, you start to realize how little time you have and, how quickly it goes. And you start to think about, like, your life and what you want to do with it and what you haven't done. And, yeah, it's pretty crazy. I didn't mean to get all melancholy, but it's true. It's just the time passes by like crazy. So, anyways, we're waiting in the queue, seeing what's going on. And, yeah, let's see. The other thing that's going on is Carlsen is, I heard he has a girlfriend now, which is way different than what he's normally doing. So that's interesting. That also can affect your game to a certain extent. Oh my, we're getting a really strong GM from Russia. Okay. All right, so let's focus on this one. All right, d4, knight f6. Trumpowski. Everyone wants to play the Trumpowski. But do they know what? But I'm happy with the two bishops. I just think it's funny that everyone wants to play the Trumpowski. I mean, if you want to take my bishop, go right ahead. Yeah, I have no problems with that. I am a two bishops guy, so that's fine. G takes f6 is not the most correct move, but it's not awful either. So, Somehow I have a feeling this is something that Carlsen did, but it's tough to remember what he does. Yeah, c4. This I have seen before. Yeah, so essentially I have the two bishops, but I have a slightly spoiled pawn structure, which is not ideal, but it's something that I have to deal with. And I will deal with it. So the first order of business typically is to try to trade some pieces. So I'm going to go rook d8. The idea is to play bishop d7 or knight e5 and to do something along those lines. What else? Queen c2. Yeah, makes sense. I want to go knight e5, but then he's gonna go bishop e2, and he's gonna relocate his bishop to the better diagonal. So I think I have to go bishop d7, bishop e8 first to sort of get my bishops tucked away on the king side, and then I can go and then get my rooks connected, because my rooks were not connected, and that's always a problem. And yeah, knight g3. Now my queen might get chased around a touch. I'm gonna go queen h6 just to sort of stop that BS in its tracks. And yeah, I quite like my position actually. I just have to sort of, I have my rooks on good places. Everything is together, so this is good. I think I'm gonna try to trade rooks because I think again having the two bishops means endgame should be okay for me. So yeah, this is why he keeps one pair of rooks on. And knight e5 is an interesting move, but I don't want to rush that. I need to somehow get my queen back playing again. So I'm going to go f5 and then play queen f6. f5 and queen f6. And if he goes b5, I have knight a5. So I think I'm in decent shape. But I need to get my queen playing again. Okay, knight e2. Okay, queen f6. Like we said, getting the queen doing something. Knight h5, very interesting. I'm going to go knight e5. It was time to get the knight doing something again. Trade, trade. Queen e2, I'm not sure what that does. I'm going to pretend it doesn't do anything. And, okay, now we might have knight h5, but I will go bishop h8 to not allow the trade of the giving up the bishop pair. But my position is quite flexible now. I can also go queen b2 and try to trade the queens. And I like it. I think there's many good things here. You can also consider going knight h5. There's also maybe queen f3. Also, white has back rank problems, so white should consider giving luff to the king at some point in the next little bit. But this player, this guy has no advantage right now at all, because I have the two bishops, my rook has open file, my king has escape square, so I should be fine. It's just a matter of not doing anything stupid, which I'm fully capable of, by the way, doing stupid things. So I'm going to go queen d6, get the queen out of harm's way. And yeah, knight c5 I sort of expected, but now I have bishop c6, maybe. And again, everything is covered. And knight c5 is interesting because the idea in some respects was to create some sort of havoc on my pieces, on the queen side. If I played b6, I would have weakened a ton of light squares. Queen h5 doesn't threaten anything yet, but maybe it will. I'm going to go bishop b2 and try and get greedy and win this pawn. If I can win this pawn on a3, then maybe the house starts to collapse. So, and if queen g5 check would be a serious blunder because I have king h8 and then rook g8. So, yeah, all is well. Yeah, I maybe shouldn't be trying to help white create an escape square. Maybe that wasn't what I should have done, but I don't know. Yeah, my last few moves weren't stellar, but they're not bad. Again, I still have the two bishops. I'm just sort of needling a little bit. And knight c5. Interesting. I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting. Okay, the idea is to play rook d1. Okay. I'm going to go queen e5. The idea is that if rook d1, I have maybe like rook takes and queen b2 or something. Just get the queen out the way of the d line. Queen e2, interesting, trying to sort of cover some squares. But now this pawn on h4 is free, so I'm going to take it. I really like free things. Free food, free pawns, free t-shirts, free pizza. In college, free pizza was a thing. Okay, queen c4, and then you run away. You take from them, and then you run away. That's the modus operandi for stealing. You take and then you run away. That makes some sense. b5. I'm gonna go bishop d5 and get out of my face, queen. And again, now I think I should have close to winning position because I'm just up a pawn. And now this pin on c2 should be very annoying. So I'm going to try and make the most of that. Oh man, that's a nice tactic. Man, I did not see that knight e4. That is so annoying. Oh, that's so frustrating. I'm going to have to really make my pawns ugly, and now the position is very difficult to win. But man, that was a good tactic. I'm still up a pawn, though, but that tactic was very annoying. And I'm going to shut up because I have no time right now. Oh, that's so annoying. Ah! God, I had a winning position there, and the time got the best of me. Shit, man. That is so freaking annoying. I was talking too much. But it was a really nice tactic I missed. Right around, where was it? Yeah, I'm just up a pawn for nothing here. And I tried to get a little bit cute with this pin, and I totally missed this knight e4 move. And again, knight e4 is the product of unprotected pieces. Sometimes, again, unprotected pieces always come to bite you in the ass somewhere. But man, I had them good. And, well, whew, that's annoying. But again, the whole theme there was just two bishops, sort of waxing that advantage for what it's worth. And then they sort of, all the good play, not every player breaks, but like a lot of people break. You just make moves, you just outlast. And then eventually the bishops start to tell. And that's what happened here. I started to just needle, and then mistake. And, okay, of course it's a blitz, and it really does work. So, yeah. All right, I'll give one more game because that was really frustrating. But it was a good game. I'm commentating. He isn't. But the principles work. The tools of the trade still work. Blitz King. I've played Blitz King a million times. I don't remember what he likes to do. But I'm going to go g3. Just play something super nondescript. And fianchetto. And then I'm going to go for a King's Indian attack. And I'm going to have no advantage to speak of here, but I'm going to have the 2 bishops, and that matters to me. But objectively, these positions should be fine for white, or for black. Notice I'm not taking the bishop right away because I want to sort of see where black goes with their king first. Sometimes if you play knight takes g6 too quickly, then you're just giving black the open h-file for no reason. But I'm going to contradict myself and do that because now I see he might be castling queenside. And if that's the case, I really do have to challenge the center in some way. So I'm going to play... I'm going to play b4. And now if he's smart, he should consider playing a5. But who knows if he's smart. The reason he play a5 is to undermine. Yeah, so he's not trying to undermine, which is a little bit strange. Okay, so I'm just going to go bishop b2 then. And, yeah. I want to go c4 to sort of get maybe the e4 square for my knight or my bishop, but I can't rush it. So I'm going to go c4 now. Because now the light squares can maybe be massaged. I'm looking at e4 and f5 in particular. I really need a square in the middle for one of my pieces. And so the point is to challenge black center, so I have a square in the middle for my pieces. Particularly this bishop on g2 needs to start to rake on the diagonal, so that's important. Yeah. I really don't like castling here because now I might have this. I might have h4 as an interesting move. Can I go h4 then takes? Oh, yeah, so I'm gonna go c takes first, and if knight takes d5, I have the e4 square for my knight. So he's gonna go d5, but now I have h4. And the problem is that if g takes h4, I have g5, and I pick off the all-important d5 pawn. And I really don't like this sequence for... I think castling was a huge mistake, because now I can play on the h-file, and the center is collapsing in the middle of the board, because this knight on f6 is going to be challenged by g5 very quickly. So I think black is in huge trouble now. Castling was a big mistake here. But again, it's all sort of working, or the play is sort of coming together because of the 2 bishops. So yes, now I go g5, and knight h7 I would expect, but then I'm going to go, I might go g6 actually. I have some options here, no doubt about that. And the question is, do I take on d5 or do I go g6? I think I take on d5 and allow this to capture on g6 somehow, because now my queen and my rook might get to the h-file. If I played g6, I would have given black's rook the open f-file, and I think that was not necessary. So now it's just sort of a temporary pawn sacrifice because black can capture on g5, but again, I have these 2 bishops that are really dangerous. And now I can actually go rook takes h4 because knight f3 check doesn't work because my knight will just capture. So all is good. And knight f6, yeah, makes some sense. Except now I'm actually going to put this bishop all the way on b3 because it really is doing, it can be quite powerful on this diagonal now that the f7 pawn might be pinned. And so now it's going to be very hard for black's king to escape if as I try to infiltrate. Now I'm going to go king e2, which is very strange looking at first sight, but it allows my queen to go to h1 super quickly and deliver mate, and it allows my rook to go to g1. So I think king e2 is actually super, super strong. And again, look at these bishops on b3 and b2 just pointing now at the king. So I want to go queen h1 here, but the question is does it work? Because if I take, there's bishop e5. If I take on e4, I'm going to go queen h1. E takes d3 check, king f1. I'm going to go queen h1. I think I'm going to do it. Oh, it's tough. But then my rooks don't get connected. I'm going to go queen h1 really badly. Oh, I should probably take on e4 first. I could take on e4 and then go king h1. That's what I'll do. Take on e4 and then go queen h1. And then my king doesn't get harassed. So I'm not going to take back with the d-pawn. If knight takes e4, I'm going to go queen h1 and it threatens mate. And then my queen is off the line of this rook on d8. And there are no intermediate checks that really bother me. So I think this was the smartest way to handle it. And so I think black is going to have to try and... See, the problem is black can block my dark squared bishop, but black has no way to really block my light squared bishop effectively. So that's probably going to be the thing that does him in. Because look at the harmony here. The bishops, the rook on h4, the queen's going to shuttle over to h1. In a dream scenario, my rook on a1 will shuttle itself to g1. Just the harmony is just insane. So I feel like I'm looking good. Even when I haven't played chess for a while, the principles are still there, you know? Those IM principles. Yeah, we'll see. I said knight h7, yeah, recognizing the danger, that's a good thing. But the promise is it's too little too late, because now I'm going to go queen h1, and would you look at that? Look at this queen and rook just raking right now. Just straight dogging them out, man. Look at that. That king has all these pieces around it, that black king, but it's naked. It's naked because every piece that I have, with the exception of that rook on g1, is about to just go kablam. And I'm going to go rook takes h7, which just threatens mate. And knight takes, queen takes, I'm threatening mate again. And again, just too much artillery right now. I'm going to go queen. I'm going to go queen takes g7. And now king d7, I saw it. And then rook c1. Nope, you're not running away. You are not running away. And now the coup de grace, knight f6 check, and now the queen has to be given up. So that was sort of a clinic. That was an absolute clinic. But it's, again, connected to these principles. I know the tactics are pretty, but it's the principles that matter. And so you do those things, you're successful. Anyways, that was a decent foray back into the chess world. So I'm going to leave it at that. And thanks for watching.